This is the journal I made for the November Dear Julie Julie challenge. This month was we could do anything we wanted to, and she was encouraging us to do a journal of one that we've really wanted to do for a long time. I've had this book, The Secret Garden, in my stash for a while, and I've been putting things aside to go with it. So the fabric I chose was just this pretty bright color, colorful tablecloth that I took apart to use bits and pieces throughout the journal. I did not take the book apart. I decided to make it into the Traveler's Notebook binding, and I put the two signatures in there, so when one signature comes out, it's nice and flat. So right now it's a bit thick, but with just one in it. And I'm thinking that the other elastic, when you take the one out, you could put your calendar, your calendar that you've picked up at the Dollar Tree, which should fit in here nicely. The size of it is 9 by 9 1/4 by 6 3/4. So I've left these end pages in because they were in there so nice and tight. Very well made book, very strong. So I left that in there. I've made a pocket here, put a bookmark in it, and with this bookmark set came the matching little plates here, so I put that on that side. This is, again, was attached to this first page, and it was in there nicely, and so I turned that into just a pocket, and I just put a big piece of my favorite trash in there to keep it nice and sturdy. After that, the text block came out nice and clean and neat, so that's what I went with. I have these covers from two calendars that I took apart to put into some planners that I was selling at the market. So I had two that were the same, and I decided to leave those as they were. This one I put a Dear Julie Julie digital over top of it, but there's still, you can put room there for writing if you wanted to. This is beautiful scrapbook paper I put in there, little pocket. The two digitals that I used were, actually I did three. I think this one was October Patreon that we just received, and I did antique book pages, and then I had some zinnias and the pink do the things from October. I did put some of the pages from The Secret Garden in there, so you could collage or decorate these, or just read them and it'll take you back to your childhood when you read this story. This is my two pockets on a page. I did one going sideways and one going the top way. Of course, lots of writing page, a corner tuck, and again using the book pages, as many as I could in this journal, because I wanted that to spark the memory of the book. Just a little tag that I made, and it happened to have a hole in it, so I just added the ribbon. So I did use a lot of scraps from around the desk that I had left over from last month. This is a flip-flop, and it has a pocket, and I tucked a little tag in there with some rabbits. This book that I'm using as well, it was called The Secret Garden, and that was part of the stuff that I had put away for this one, so I've used those pages that I had from that gardening book. That's your waterfall, and I used a couple of pages of calendar in this journal. That is a napkin, my paper bag. The other part of the garden theme, and I put that is the antique end pages on one side and Dear Julie Julie digital on the other. This is a matchbook. So most of my embellishments or decorations were the scrapbook trim border that I cut apart. I had some that were the leaves and with the butterflies on it. I had some that were just butterflies. I added some gold glitter to all of those to just give it a little bit more sparkle. I used ink and probably see a few other things, but mostly that was my decoration. Once again, trying to keep things as flat as possible. The other side of the corner page, so I put one on each. This is a good drawing paper. Tested out pencil there, I guess. Piece of map there. This is the other side of the 2 pockets on the page. So actually it's 4 in total. There is pages from the book. These are just extras that I tucked in there from another challenge just to have something in that pocket. And this is a flip up, flip down, and it just tucks under there to hold that down. The little digital there with the squirrels. And again, this is a very large journal card. It takes up the whole pocket. The second signature starts here. And again, another piece of that scrapbook paper. And then we have some book page. I have a couple of pieces of writing paper there together. The double tuck. After making my bookmarks, I had leftover pieces from the bottom of this large flower book, and I thought they would make good little journal, fold-out journal cards. And I don't know if I've put any hidden elements in this book. There's the other part of the secret garden from that book. My noisy paper. A little something to go in that pocket. Little specimen card. This is my belly band. I used the wallpaper. The dust jacket is completely used as well in this book, so that was the spine. You turn this into a little book. It's got a little better paper in it, so it could be a sketchbook. This is the other part of the dust jacket, and that's just got regular writing paper in it. Long skinny book. That also is a good quality paper for sketching. This is my flip-up postcard page. It's one of the 2 folds that we had to do, and then again I took the story from the book, covered it with some nice paper on the back, and decorated the back. So this has 4 sections, and they all got the same. So just that alone has a lot of room for writing. And this one was the only one that had the color. Okay. Now we are just a lovely, I think this was from a cover of a postcard, a 6x6 scrapbook paper, and that just goes in there. This is again from the dust jacket. I covered it, the pocket with that. The other calendar page. This was just a little tiny flip book and a pocket. And then I have a tab here and I decorated it with a charm. And then on this one, I think this was my 19th one. It was a triple fold card tag, and then I stuck it in this little pocket here because I needed something small for that pocket. Again, more of that beautiful garden book. This is the other side of the double tuck, and it has a large journal card in there. It has a pocket, and then it has a bookmark, and the bookmark came from our local garden club, and I just decorated the back and covered it, the writing of what events. You get one of these at the beginning of every year, and it gives you the whole events of what's going on for the year, once a month. And some more beautiful book pages. Another one of the digitals. This is my fabric flip, and it's got quite a few little pages in here. And a couple more there at the back. And sometimes I would just use Julie's words as the extra item, and sometimes I would use her butterflies. So if it doesn't look like, you can't see a DearJulieJulie digital, it's probably a butterfly or a word. This here, the tag is holding this card in, and this card flips under there. It really has no use because you can't write on it, but I like both sides. I didn't want to cover it. So basically it's there to look pretty, and it gets held in by this tag. This is the last pages of the actual book, and it was this is, and I wanted to put the contents in here, so I glued it to the back page, once again making another large pocket, and I put a piece of my paper in there. I have a bunch of these library pockets. I'm going to try to remember to put one in every book I make now, so that the people can take care of, or maybe do some notes on there. And I also decided I have to make a writing board for this one, so I took 2 more pages that had color on it, put them together and laminated it. Put the little butterfly there and a little charm. And the last pocket is there. And again, this book was in really good condition. It may have hurt a little bit to take this one apart, but now that it's said and done, I am so happy with the way this journal came out, and I know it's going to sell the very first week that it sits on my vendor table. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to leave me that comment. I really loved hearing from you. Thanks. Bye-bye.